Welcome everyone, it's AJ here and thank you for tuning in to another episode of AJ's Guide to Awesomeness and Beyond. Today's adventure brings me to documentation of sorts for posterity's sake of as I get a few hours from now my first shot of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, and I would just like to share my thoughts and opinions about the vaccine and probably tag you along as I document the process as well in getting one at the Marikina Sports Complex. And don't get me wrong, face shields and face masks are still required when you're outdoors, but I'm all by myself, and yeah, I would just like to show as well this fantastic wall mural of feet. See that? Yeah. So I'm inviting you to grab your curiosity paddles as you embark with me in another ocean of adventure. As of the recording of this, it is June 6th, and about 2 days ago I received the confirmation from our local municipality that I would be getting the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine later at 2 p.m. and I'm really a bit happy because that was my choice when I registered in the vaccination website. And I really thought a lot about the vaccines ever since last year when everything broke out. You know what I'm talking about. And I actually thought that maybe sometime last year that maybe it's possible just to eliminate COVID-19 and just live with it without the vaccines. Because certain countries were able to do it sometime last year, like Vietnam, Cambodia, and New Zealand. For about a few weeks, they were able to contain the virus and became became pandemic free for a few weeks until the variants came in, and local transmission of the disease from people that had no travel history acquired the disease for some reason. Even medical experts were baffled and puzzled over those developments in certain countries. And as things begin to move forward in a slow pace, especially with the release of the vaccines early this year, or probably it started late 2020, several factors came into why I decided to finally register for the COVID-19 vaccine about 2 months ago. First one is that as things move forward slowly here in Southeast Asia as compared to Western countries, there are these variants. The virus is evolving, and you want to protect yourself, your loved ones, people you interact with every day. Although in the animation industry we are in a work from home scenario, you still have to go out at least twice a week. And I've noticed that here in the Philippines, people are getting more lax with the protocols. Social distancing is no longer being observed in most places that I go through, like the grocery stores. And I would also like to mention the fact that rules are getting more relaxed for that vehicle just passed by me. And also I would like to mention the fact that several rules are getting more relaxed for vaccinated people compared to those who aren't. Well, in terms of local tourism, when you want to travel, you can do so with your vaccination card here. And also I have a pending application overseas, and although I'm staying optimistic and positive about it, that once their country opens and issues a work visa again, I reckon that being vaccinated would play an important role in processing the documents. And I'm not a scientist or a doctor, but I did some research about the Moderna vaccine, which is again my my first choice, because the city government gave me an option to gave us an option to choose the vaccine that we like, which is a good thing. And I am satisfied with its performance and the strength it provides to boost your immune system, as you really have no choice but to, you need to get out twice a week and do your stuff, groceries. Although there is already online grocery. Still, as a human being, you need to go out and you get your steps in, stuff like that. Otherwise, you're gonna develop like cabin fever, and staying at home too much, for a week, working at home and not going out. It's really not good for your mental health. So put all of those factors into consideration, and like I mentioned, the protocols are being more and more less, more relaxed. Some people are not observing the social distancing anymore. People are wearing their face mask incorrectly. Although again, don't get me wrong, I'm all by myself in this area, so it's okay not to wear any face mask and face shield. But those factors and then the variants are really quite troublesome, because the virus is evolving. The vaccine would really play an important role in protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your future goals as well. And by the way, I am currently sporting my Dustin Henderson look, from Stranger Things season 3. I really like that show. I would also like to say that the old normal, the old normal might never return again, or maybe at least for the next couple of years. What happened to the world really changed everything, like the way we interact with people, and even on how we work. Then again, these are all just my personal thoughts and opinions about the vaccine and what's going on in the world. And I know there are groups of people that are against getting vaccinated. But, I'm fine with them. I have no issues with those kind of person. People. We are all entitled to our own personal opinions when it comes to matters like this. But anyway, I'm a few steps away from my vaccination site, so I'll see you there. And I have finally arrived at the Marikina Sports Complex. You can see here, where I will be inoculated with the vaccine.
This superstructure was built on a land owned by Marikina in 1969. During that time period, Marikina was a municipality of Rizal Province. It was called Rodriguez Sports Center, in honor of Isidro Rodriguez Sr., who was the governor of Rizal Province back then. In 1995, this building was turned over to the Marikina municipality government, and only in 2001, under the leadership of Mayor Maria Carlos Fernando, that it was renovated. And ever since then, it has hosted several international and local sporting events and some concerts as well.
But of course, with what's going on with the world, the sports center is temporarily not housing any sporting events, and has been converted to a mega vaccination site. Pre-registration part, where I have to give my contact details and verify my stuff before I get inoculated, before the vaccine gets administered to me. I am now currently in the registration area. No, just a moment ago was the verification area. So now I'm in the registration area, where I filled up another bunch of documents, and then later on they will get my my vital signs, like blood pressure, BP, and probably interview me a bit more before I get to the vaccination area.
I have now been given the green light to proceed to the vaccination area to receive my first dose of the Moderna vaccine. And just like that, I am now officially vaccinated, and I am at the observation area along with this group of people, where we are currently being monitored for the next 30 minutes for any possible side effects from the vaccine before we are allowed to leave the facility.
So far so good for me, and I think that's gonna do it from the Marikina Sports Center. You can see the field, various sporting events were held here in the past. Football, soccer, baseball, and even basketball. But because of the current situation, it's now it's temporarily a mega vaccination site. So thank you very much for watching this video, and a quick shout out to all of the healthcare workers out there. Thank you. You guys are doing a superb job, and thank you for keeping us safe and fighting this pandemic along with us. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Don't forget to write your comment below, and I'll see you again in the next video, another time, another place.
Kung hindi naman ito maiwas.